Hello there. Today I just wanted to quickly go over my favorite build in Witchfire so far, and of course it's a DoT build because I love playing DoTs in every game. Of course our main gun is Rotweaver, and this weapon is pretty unique in that it's a machine pistol with basically infinite range. Even if your bullets just deal 1 damage, the weapon still applies its decay at full strength, so you can kind of just spray groups of enemies at any range and they will all die. The other important piece of this build is Crown of Fire, which lets us add consistent burn onto Rotweaver to massively buff the decay damage. On its own, the decay isn't very strong, but when you combine it with fire, it's enough damage to chew through even the beefier enemies. For the rest of the build, you can honestly kind of use whatever you want here, but I'll quickly go over what I've enjoyed the most. For the spells, the important one here is Burning Stake. This spell has incredible synergy with Rotweaver because the decay ticks also charge up the stake. So each enemy you spray with Rotweaver is going to contribute to charging the stake with the DoT ticks. And this just triggers Burning Stake explosions over and over for massive AoE. And I have a demonstration of a Latent Orb extraction at the end where you can see it in action. Additionally, this combo is also very safe to use because the DoTs will continue to charge up the stake even if you take cover or run away or play defensively. And then the light spell here is just Storm Ball to get some shock into the build for even more AoE. But honestly, it's not that important. You can kind of use whatever you want. For the relic, there are a couple of options. Curfane is fine since Rotweaver does shoot a lot of bullets, but I prefer using Eye of the Madwoman because this relic also has great synergy with Rotweaver. The weapon damages many enemies at the same time, and Eye of the Madwoman will contribute some damage to killing each one, along with providing a stun on any tougher enemies. For the fetish, I just enjoy you because of the speed boost and going fast is fun, but you can use something like Hensbane for improved healing if you want. And then finally for the second weapon, again you can kind of take whatever you want here. 99% of the time you are just shooting Rotweaver, so really all I use the second weapon for really is popping Madness Orbs. I like Frostbite for this purpose since it's a solid long-range weapon that can also contribute to some boss killing with the Freezing Trail, since you can just do 3 perfect reloads outside of combat to prime your Mysterium 3. Another option I like here is Hangfire. While Rotweaver is already great at popping soul sigils to stun bosses, Hangfire does this even better. It's probably the best weapon in the game for breaking soul sigils. Explosions can pop them, so with Hangfire all you need to do for an instant stagger is tag the boss with 1 or 2 shots, dash, and then reload, and the explosions will pop the soul sigils and stun them. Now for the Rosary, the 3 important beads are Ailment Power, Acute Ailment, and Elemental Duration for obvious reasons, but the final 2 slots are up to you. Stamina Sigil bead is really good here since Rotweaver is great at popping soul sigils, and Ailment Immunity just sidesteps a ton of annoying mechanics like the Frost Crystal traps, but you can use whatever you want here like Free Arcana. But anyway, that is about it for the build. I'll have some footage of it killing bosses, as well as doing like a Latent Orb extraction to demonstrate the Horde clear. The Latent Orbs do make my game lag quite a bit, and especially when the Burning Stake is going off, it gets quite stuttery, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, that's about it for the build. Enjoy.